Hey, and welcome to Puzzle Pride. Today we're going to take a look at the nut and bolt puzzle. Now, everyone who's starting off puzzling, in my opinion, should own one nut and bolt puzzle. There are many different variations to these puzzles, but they're a fantastic place to start learning how to solve puzzles, and they're just really fun puzzles themselves. Now, I haven't actually done this particular nut and bolt puzzle, but I'm really looking forward to diving in, teaching you the cognitive and tactile skills you need to be able to solve puzzles like this. So hopefully we can solve this one. Let's go. Okay, let's have a look at the nut and bolt puzzle right here. So, as you can see, we've got the thread end down here, and we have a washer in the middle. Now, you can see this washer has got a crack in it, so whether we need to use that somehow to actually get it off, just want to check out the puzzle completely before we go into a solve. I always like to have a look all the way around the puzzle just to have a look at what we can see. So there's some markings on the bolt just down here. Not sure if they mean anything, but I can actually see, not sure if you guys can see that in there, a slight hole just in the thread at the top there, which is interesting. I also notice when I hold this up, this top bit, can you hear that? It rattles slightly. So the fact that it's not solid and it actually moves says to me this part here has something to do with getting this washer out. Now, so when I try to turn this nut, it just gets stuck. The next thing that I think of, if you have a look down the bottom of the bottom nut, straight away I'm thinking, can that be unscrewed at all? So there's a slight line around the bottom, but it does not look like it goes all the way through. So I give that a good twist. No, that one's wrenched. So let's have a look at this. So this part at the top, it wriggles slightly, and I can actually see a slight, put that right up there, slight opening and closing of that mechanism right at the top. So I'm trying to turn this, but it's not going on the threads, so I might just rotate it slowly. Ah, there we go. Can feel it moving on the thread now. So, oh, we've got a bit of movement. Oh, stopped again right here. So let's just rotate that. Oh, there we go. So rotate the end slowly and keep turning. Oh, we've got some good traction here. It's coming right towards the end. Oh wow, this might be, we might have it. Oh, I can see just in there the actual opening of the mechanism right in here. So, oh, hang on. Whoa, there we go. Taking the nut off the top. I'll give you a close-up of this in a minute, but just so we can say that we solved it, let's free this washer and just leave that washer just there. But this is interesting. So as you can see, this is what it looked like at that top screw, and this is what we've got on the nut. So let me just have a quick look at this. Okay, so this screws all the way out. So we've got essentially this piece that sits into this, but how does it actually work? So I think this is where we were seeing the opening before. You can see that slight movement. But what I'm noticing is when it's all the way to the right, those threads match up perfectly. But I've got another hole over here. And when this moves over to that side, the threads don't match up. So I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but the threads are just slightly off by about 0.5 millimeter, and the actual thing itself widens slightly, which makes me think if I put this all the way to the right and line up those threads completely, put this washer back on. If this is right, I should just be able to screw this top piece straight back on. Oh yeah, whoops. Let's try that again. Ah, there we go, straight back on. But I also wonder, because this bit has a little give, what if we, instead of giving it that give, hold it to the right and then spin? Ah, there we go. We're not getting caught on any threads at the moment. Oh, fantastic. Hang on. Bam! Perfect. Okay, that's how you solve this nut and bolt puzzle. What a great little mechanism. That little trick in the middle. It's just... I've seen a few of these, but that one is cool. It's like cut in a little hole. One side, if it moves over, the threads don't align. If it's to the other side, the threads align perfectly, but it needs to spin while that thread is aligned perfectly, or when you're turning this mechanism here, it will just lock every time. So if I turn that over there, it's gonna lock. But if I move it back here, and it will spin freely, but again, move that back. And just locking straight away, just lock. Can you hear that? Locking to the right, spin. What a great little trick mechanism in this nut and bolt puzzle. If you're just new to puzzles or you're getting started, I can't recommend a nut and bolt puzzle highly enough. This one, although not overly difficult, it's a great way to just start thinking logically about how you can actually open these puzzles and get started in solving various puzzles. So if you're new to the puzzle world, get yourself a nut and bolt puzzle, see how long it takes you to solve it, and start your puzzling journey. Thank you for watching another video with Puzzle Pride. I look forward to seeing you in the upcoming videos. Until then, take care.